Hello everyone, welcome to Crypto Slash, a YouTube channel that educates you in your crypto journey. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, do not forget to subscribe. StepN has become the new talk of the town over the past 2 months among the NFT community. The market cap of the project topped 2 billion US dollars before a few weeks. As we speak, the project has around 2 to 3 million monthly active users in the app who jumped on board within the last 2 months. People are making thousands of dollars in earnings per day. But the million-dollar question is whether this rise will continue or is it just a hype which will fade away shortly. That's exactly what we will discuss in this video. For those who are hearing StepN for the first time, StepN is a move to earn NFT project, which means if you hold its NFTs, you will be able to earn money by walking or running. What distinguishes this project from others is the whole move to earn mechanism versus most other projects that are under the play to earn or GameFi umbrella. In addition, the project has been gaining strong investor support from the likes of Sequoia, Solana Labs, Binance, etc., and advisors such as VP from Adidas. This has of course helped them to gain traction recently despite the bear market crypto has been in lately. It has grown very rapidly that right now you need to invest at least $600 to own an NFT. And as we speak, the payback period for the investment is around 1 to 2 months, which of course sounds very attractive to anyone, right? But those who have been in the space can attest to the fact that most projects that see huge sudden influx of players and capital will shortly undergo a death spiral as investors tend to withdraw their investments from the project. In order to understand this better, we need to get a good grasp of the tokenomics of the project. There are two tokens, GMT and GST. GMT is the governance token and GST is the in-game currency. To get started with the game, you need Solana to purchase the NFT. But as you walk or run along with the NFT, you will mint new GST tokens as reward. You can either sell this GST in the market or reinvest into the project, for example, by minting new NFTs by burning GST tokens. Breeding or minting new NFTs requires you to spend some GSTs and GMTs. GSTs spent get burned from the supply, while the GMTs are sent to the project treasury for future usage. Which means that unless the burn of GST token is higher than the mint, the GST token supply is always going to increase at an exponential pace, resulting in a constant drop in GST token price. Projects of this nature undergo a common cycle of death spiral. What does this mean? The tokenomics and pricing of the tokens are structured in a way that it incentivizes early investors a lot, attracting a lot of investment majorly from institutional players like guilds. As more capital flows in, the asset prices get inflated, attracting more and more investors, and this time primarily retail investors. In a few weeks or months, early investors will want to cash out the earnings, and this is when everything tends to fall apart. As capital is removed from the project, the NFT prices will drop, and now since the in-game token supply is very high, its price plummets very rapidly, resulting in panic with more investors essentially cashing out. Typically, this drop is very sudden that any effort by the team cannot prevent it. Let us discuss two examples here. Firstly, Axie Infinity, the poster child of play-to-earn gaming. I'm sure you would have heard about it. The game gained so much traction around August or September of 2021 with NFTs being sold for millions of dollars. At one point, it had up to 3 million daily active users with a NFT trading volume as high as 30 million US dollars per day and the floor price for an NFT reaching around 200 US dollars. But soon after, as players or investors started exiting the project, the price of its NFTs and tokens started plummeting downwards with no stop. As we speak, the daily active users dropped by more than 75% while the trading volume dropped by more than 99%. The next example is Pegaxi, a horse racing NFT game which gained immense popularity over the past few months. It followed the same trend where investors rushed in during the initial phase of the cycle, but within a matter of weeks, as investors or guilds started cashing out, the project has dropped by more than 99% of its token value and the trading volume compared to its peak. In both the examples, investors who went in at peak and never exited are sitting with massive losses, while those who entered initially and exited at peak saw immense ROI. StepN is exactly at the same stage right now. Over the past 2 months, there has been a huge influx of capital into the project, with ballooning asset prices. As you can see, the trading volume and the GST token supply has been at its peak. In order for this pace to continue, the influx of capital needs to continue in the same pace, which I believe is not going to happen. This combined with the fact that the overall economy and the crypto market are currently entering the bear territory, it's not going to be very long that investors who entered early are going to cash out their earnings, which will trigger a sudden crash in price. In fact, the team is well aware of this and has already acknowledged that the asset prices were increasing at a faster pace than expected. They are also planning to introduce dynamic minting mechanism, which means the amount of GST tokens required to mint a new NFT will depend on the dollar value of the token. It sounds very similar to the Terra USD algo stablecoin pegging mechanism, which we all know how it turned out when investors started cashing out of the ecosystem. Overall, I of course do not have doubts about the project's viability over long term, but I strongly think that currently the prices and returns are in a bubble, which might burst anytime, bringing the prices to a more reasonable value that is sustainable in long term. So if you are either planning to invest or already over invested in the project, it is high time you make a rational decision and only invest funds that you can afford to lose. Nevertheless, the NFT space has been evolving rapidly with more projects innovating into the race. I am a long-term supporter of the project and eagerly looking forward to how this project will shape up over the next 6 to 12 months. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, then do not forget to like and subscribe. Thank you and goodbye.